baby a signaler or a soother? My name's Hava. I provide you responsive baby sleep solutions. In the world of baby sleep, we often hear that self-soothing is a skill that babies need to learn. However, we know that neurologically that is impossible. Self-soothing comes from co-regulation, thousands of repeated experiences. What we do know, however, is that some babies, based on their temperament, are more likely to be self-soothers or signalers. Now, self-soothers are generally less likely to need quite as much parental support when it comes to sleep. These are the babies that will likely go to sleep happily, drowsy but awake, or wide awake, and generally wake less in the middle of the night. They're more likely to consolidate sleep a little bit sooner and will extend the time in between feeds. Because as long as they don't have a physical need like discomfort, hunger, thirst, they are more likely to just return back to sleep naturally. On the flip side of that coin, we have the signaler. These babies generally need a lot more co-regulation, both to go to sleep in the beginning of the night, for naps, and in the middle of the night. They're typically a little bit slower to consolidate sleep naturally and may have more frequent feeds in the middle of the night. This is important to know because a lot of the strategies that are, said to be a one-size-fits-all solution for baby sleep are really just designed for the self-soothers. If your baby is more of a signaler or particularly sensitive or persistent, these strategies will kind of do the opposite for your baby. For example, a common piece of advice is to wait, a minute or 5 minutes before responding to your baby. For the self-soothers, that might be okay for them. They're just making a little bit of noise, they're getting comfortable, they're kind of more okay returning back to sleep themselves. Whereas if you have a baby who is a signaler, they are much more likely to escalate quite quickly, going into that state of stress that then will therefore make sleep come a lot harder. They'll be harder to settle back down. Now, the reality is we can't teach a baby to be something that they're not. We can't teach a signaler to be a self-soother. Certainly we can try to train a baby out of signaling for us when they otherwise might call, but this is still not meeting those underlying needs that they're signaling about. What you can do, however, is take a really holistic perspective of sleep. Figure out why your baby is waking, what they are waking for. Seek to meet those needs either, in other ways, in ways that work for you, or minimize them altogether. Eliminating as many reasons as possible why your baby might have those sleep disturbances. We also know that the occurrence of babies kind of self-soothing in between sleep cycles will increase naturally regardless of anything that you do or don't do as your baby gets older. Now, the timeline for this will, again, vary greatly baby to baby. But even if you do nothing, your baby, even if they are a signaler, will still sleep through the night when they are ready to. They have all of their needs met and they feel totally safe in sleep.